It's Thursday morning and I've pulled the mold apart for the concrete copper pencil holder, and this is always the worst time for me because I so desperately want to pull that last piece off, but the mortar is still a bit soft. So I've got to make sure that I wait for that mortar to dry properly, because if I try and pull it apart now, it's just going to crack. And it's this horrible waiting game that I've messed up so many times in the past, so I need to make sure that I don't this time. In other news, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, I'm jumping on the Crafted podcast with Johnny Brook. So I'm getting on as the guest, which I'm really excited about. And we're basically just going to have a chat about what's going on in the shop. So if you are... Now's the best time to have some water, huh? I've listened to this podcast before. It's really good quality. Johnny Brook puts on a really good, concise chat. You know, there's not a lot of rambling, and I find between him, James and Zach, the stories are all good and the flow's really good. I wanted to get your guys' opinion on this. I want to start doing more live streaming over on my main channel. I did a live stream a week ago. Well, just under a week ago, and it was really successful. I enjoyed it. There was a lot of great feedback. But what I want to do now is start dialing in when the best time is to actually do the live stream. Now, obviously, there's time zone issues. I know that's always going to be a problem. I'm in Australia. The majority of the subscribers are in the US, just the way it is. But more importantly, when in the day do you watch YouTube videos? Like, is it on your lunch break? Is it in the afternoon or in the evening, after work? When's the best time for you to watch videos? Well, now I'm sorry I brought it up.
The one thing that I enjoy about him is he's going for more of the vlog side of it. So, I mean, he's obviously completely accomplished the work that he does a lot of finishing pieces.
The podcast went pretty well. Johnny, James and Zach all seem like nice guys. So that should be out. I think it's Wednesday. The recorded version comes out. So if you haven't seen it, you can have a listen then. So another news, that initial mortar mold that I put together ended up breaking. Was just a bit too soft when I tried to pull it apart. So yeah. Anyway, I've ended up making a new one. So that's drying at the moment and will hopefully be ready in a couple days. The only problem is that this is going to put the video behind schedule, but this is the point of the new channel, and this is why I made a change a few months back. I want to start focusing on quality, not necessarily quantity. So if the schedule goes out the window, so be it. This vlog's taken way longer than it was supposed to. I'm not quite sure why. It just feels like I haven't really got around to putting something together and getting to the point where I can upload it. Earlier this morning, I released a concrete copper video, and as you can see, everything came together in the end, which is really cool. The response to the video has been good. Frustratingly though, it feels like it's not lived up to my expectation. And I say that because this is without a doubt my favorite video of all time. I've put out over 100 videos, and this is absolutely without a doubt my favorite video. So I was really hoping to see that kind of response. It hasn't been that type of response, and that's just part of the game. You know, just because it's my favorite doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be yours. But as I say, it's either way, it's still a really cool video, and I'm very happy with it. So, you know, I guess at the end of the day, that's the main thing. With that in mind, what I'm trying is doing a little bit extra promotion of the video than I normally would do. I don't like promoting myself. There's something about it that just doesn't feel right. And I think a lot of people struggle with this because essentially you've got to be a bit boastful and say to the world, look at what I've done, look at my creations, you know, isn't it fantastic? Which I don't think comes naturally to people. I've grown up in the music industry where it's all about self-promotion, especially when you're doing it on the DIY level. And I've never been good at that. And one of the biggest bands that I was in, we broke up just before we got to the stage where we needed a manager to take care of that sort of thing. I was quite lucky in that half the band was very good at self-promotion, but I never wanted to go out and tell people that I was in a band, not because I wasn't proud of it, but because I didn't want to rub it in their face. Anyway, it's the same thing now with these YouTube videos. I don't tell everyone that I meet that I'm a YouTuber. And again, it's not because I'm ashamed of what I do or because I don't think it's relevant. It's just a case of you do your thing, I do my thing, I don't want you to sell me what you're doing, so in the same way, I don't want to do that to you. But in this case now, we have released what I believe is a really good product. And I feel like I can say that to you guys because you know that I'm not you know that I'm a humble guy. You know that I'm not going to be boastful about what I do. I believe I've released a very good product, and for the first time in a long time, I want people to see this. I need people to see this because it's that good. And that's as I say, that's meant in the most humble of ways. But of all the videos that I've released up till now, this is the one that I want people to look at and go, that's a Robin Lewis video. So I'm really trying a little bit harder now to get into doing a bit of self-promotion. I've tweeted a couple of the bigger creators and said, if you wouldn't mind, take a look at this video, which is something that, I'm sitting there before I click the button and I'm like, do I want to do this? Do I want to be that guy? And who knows, maybe it will help. But yeah, so this week, there's a couple of things coming up in terms of stuff that could help the channel. So I'm hoping that this week, a couple of things will fall into place so that this video does get the traction that I believe it deserves. But anyway, that is just a little snippet into what's been going on for the last day. This vlog has covered a couple of days. This Easter long weekend has been great, but it's been very busy. So that's why it's taken a while to put this out. So I'm going to end this here. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video.